You will never guess what just happened to me. Ever. What is up, people of YouTube? I am D. D is me, and I'm back with another video. Welcome to my channel if this is your first time, and if not, welcome back. I'm glad you could join me again. Anyway, let's get this introduction out the way because I gotta tell y'all what just happened. Alright, so while you're watching this video, please do not forget to hit that subscribe button down below or up top or to the left or to the right, wherever I don't know where you're watching at. Somehow just make sure you hit that subscribe button because that motivates me to make more videos, and I want to show y'all just how much of a dumbass I really am. So I'm back with another storytime video. A lot of people asked me to do a storytime video, and I was kind of like, my life is boring. I don't really have too many story times, and the story times that I do have, I really can't share them because of my career choice, and you know, I gotta kind of be just a little bit professional, and some of the things that happened to me is just kind of like... But this literally just happened yesterday when I was at work, and I was like, I gotta tell them what happened. So anyway, let's cut to the chase and get right into this video. So I'm at work. I work at Sunglass Hut. If you didn't know, I have been working at Sunglass Hut for a little while. I was actually working at Sunglass Hut when I was active duty. So I'm walking around, you know, we don't have a lot of customers because it's like a Monday. So I'm walking around kind of cleaning glasses, kind of looking busy because we don't have a lot of customers, and I don't want to just like sit to the side and look dumb. So I tend to just like walk around cleaning glasses or, you know, straightening things up or whatever. So there's this couple that comes in. They look normal. Like, they look just as normal as ever. Like, just a normal, like, white couple. I hope nobody gets offended if I insert, like, races in there. It's just that when I tell a story, I want you to, like... I want it to be as if you were there. So anyway, it's like a white couple or whatever, a man and a woman. And so they come in or whatever, and they're just kind of like shopping around. Nothing out of the ordinary. This is just as normal as can be. So they're just walking around, trying glasses on. And so the woman walks away to go look at clothes or something, I don't know. Anyway, so the guy is still kind of just shopping around. So he's just looking around, and then I kind of noticed that he kept looking at me. And which we have a lot of thieves. A lot of people think that they can come in and like steal sunglasses. So a lot of times they're kind of like looking, like keep looking just to see if I'm like paying attention or whatever. So that's kind of what I thought, but I kind of didn't at the same time. I was kind of like, all right, whatever. He's just like looking, I guess. I don't know. I mean, here in San Antonio, for some reason, it seemed like everybody stares. I think that's just like a San Antonio thing where people stare like it's nobody's business. Even if you look at them staring, they'll still stare. I don't know what it is. So anyway, so fast forward, and the guy, so of course I go to the guy and I ask him, hey, do you need help, blah, blah, blah. So he's like, yeah, tell me about these glasses. I think they're like Maui Jims or something. I'm just like, yeah, the lenses are amazing, blah, 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 blah. After that, he's like, oh, okay, cool. So he pick up the glasses, and he's like, all right, I want to take these. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I walk around to the register. Keep in mind, nothing out of the ordinary. So as I'm going through the transaction, I noticed that he kept staring at me, and I was like, this is really, really, really weird. Oh, by the way, they both had a Russian accent. I think that was Russian. I want to say it was Russian. It was like a Russian, was it Russian? Yeah, it was like a Russian accent, and they were white, so usually it's kind of like Russian, right? I mean, maybe. So he comes to the register, and as I'm checking him out, he's like I said, he was like staring a lot, and I'm just like, okay. I'm just like, just still typing and, you know, ringing it up and doing what, you know, doing what I do. So then he goes, you know, you're really tall. Okay. For those of you who don't know, I am 6'1". I'm a pretty tall guy, but I'm tall, but I'm not like,
holy shit, he's tall.
I'm not like that. Like, I'm 6'1". Like, there's people way taller than me. Like, I'm pretty tall, but I'm not like extremely tall. At this point, I'm kind of like insecure, like, whoa, am I like a walking giant? Am I fucking barefoot, you know? So I'm just like, is that a compliment or an insult? You know, and I tell him, I'm like, yeah, I'm 6'1". He's like, oh, wow, yeah, you're really tall. I'm just like, okay. Like, yeah, and I just kind of like shake it off and nod it off, and I'm like, yeah, you know, I get that a lot. And so then he goes, so I'm still ringing it up, and then he goes, are you mixed? That question didn't really shock me because I kind of get that question, not like super often, like every week, but I have been asked that question quite a bit. I guess because of how red I am. Because I have a really red like undertone. So I guess that's why. I don't know. But no, I'm not mixed with anything. I think I'm 100% black. Or, I mean, that's what I like to believe. I'm like, no, I'm not mixed with anything. Like, I'm 100% black. I'm just as black as they come. He's like, oh, okay, you know, you look like you could be mixed. Like, you look like you got a little something in you. So at this point, I kind of start hairing up. I'm like, you know what, get this motherfucker. I'm just kind of like putting the glass in the bag. I'm like, he need to go. So I'm like, all right, you know, here you go. Here's your bag. One thing about me is I'm very late to things. So I pick up on things like way later. So like I give it like 10 minutes, 10, 20 minutes later, they come back, him and his wife. So I get that. That's nothing out of the ordinary. Like, people see sunglasses, they walk off and they come back because they want to think about whether they want to buy it or not. So they come back or whatever, and they're looking at glasses again. At this time, I'm like, okay, maybe his wife wants some. So they're looking around or whatever, and his wife, when I say this lady was staring at me like no other. Like, usually people staring at me does not offend me. It does not affect me at all, because you stare at what you're attracted to. That's my logic. So she's like staring. I look at her like 3 times and she's still staring. You know how like somebody's staring at you and you go, you know, and thinking that they would stop. She didn't stop. She kept staring. So at that moment, I was like, you know what? I know what it is. They're trying to steal. They're trying to pull the wool over my eyes and trying to steal glasses. So I go over, I'm like, you know, y'all doing alright, blah, blah. You know, I'm kind of, at this point, I'm kind of like hovering them. You don't usually supposed to do that to customers. But to them, I was kind of like, you know what? They're trying to steal from me. So I'm about to hover that ass. So out of nowhere, the phone rings. And I'm like, you know what? This is the worst time for this phone to ring, because it's like an easy distraction. Like, you can easily take glasses. So I go around the counter and I answer the phone, and it was like a ghost caller. So keep my eye on this. Like, I pick up the phone, and I noticed when I picked up the phone, both of them start coming to the counter. I'm like, all right, it's a ghost caller. So I hang up, and they meet me at the counter. So they come by and they stand there, and they both look at me. And then I'm like, did you find what you were looking for? So the woman was like, no, we didn't. You know, you're really tall. I'm like, oh shit. I am in some damn, what is the movie called with the black guy and they hypnotize the guy? When I find the name, I'm gonna insert it right here. Yeah, I was like, you know what? They trying to hypnotize my ass. They about to take me into their car. They about to make me a slave. I'm gonna fucking be drinking coffee and shit. I'm gonna be taking care of cats. I don't know what the fuck else do white people do. I don't know, some crazy fucking shit. But anyway, they about to use me, and it ain't going down like that. So I was like, you know what? If I do this, maybe I won't get hypnotized. So I'm like looking to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, kind of looking dumb as hell. But you know, I don't give a fuck, because they ain't about to hypnotize my ass. I was like, yeah, like I told your husband, I'm 6'1" or whatever. That's how I was kind of like doing it. It was like really awkward. But so they were talking about my braces, and they're like, how much longer are you gonna have your braces on? And I'm like, I don't know, just a few more months. And keep in mind, this couple was between like 50 and like 1,000. They're probably like 800 years old or some shit. I don't know. So this is when I was like, you know what? I got to go. I need to run. I need to hide. I need to jump. Because I'm thinking about, alright, there's 2 floors in this damn mall. I can make it to the first floor. Okay, a damn helicopter can somehow come get my ass. Also, she was asking me questions. She's like, so what do you like to do for fun? Almost kind of like an interview. I felt like I was on a blind date. Like, so after that, she cuts to the chase. She's like, so are you into couples? So I'm like, yeah, like I have couples that come in here and, you know, buy glasses all the time. So she's like, no, no, no. So after that, I guess the guy even wanted to cut further to the chase. So he was like, how much? So I'm like, oh, you know, we have a lot of different brands in here. Our cheapest is probably like Vogue, and it goes all the way up to like Versace and Tiffany. At that point, they kind of start getting annoyed, I guess. I don't know, like I was playing dumb as hell. I knew what was up, but I was kind of like, no, no. This is not happening to me right now. This is not happening to me. So he's like, how much for you? So I was like, what do you mean how much for me? So at that point I was like, you know what? You know what? I know what you're talking about. I know. I didn't say that. So I just gave him this answer. I was like, I'm really not into those types of things. I can definitely help you out with some, you know, buying some more glasses if that's what you want. And I'm just like sitting there just smiling like, So after that, I kind of guessed that they like took the hint and they just kind of walked off. Do you know how much I cost? First off, you can't afford me. How about that? I don't know what they wanted. Like, did they want sex? You know, they had me thinking like, you know what? I am a broke ass college student, so what's really good? I was so in shock, especially at work. I'm like, really? You would ask me this question while I'm at work? Now let me get off. So anyway, that is what just happened to me. This isn't a story time that happened like years ago. This literally just happened yesterday. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. And if anybody ever try to offer you a price, make sure you don't accept, because you never know what they'll probably try to do. Unless the price is right. Now if the price is right, I don't know. But anyway, until next time, I shall see you guys later.